Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
Let's get busy! This summer.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you very much. I'm flattered. Think big. Think nutty.
Your lip is swollen.
Think Eddie. Now that is very nasty. Eddie Murphy is
You looking for any kind of clothes in particular?
spandex. All spandex. The Nutty Professor. Somebody better call an exorcist. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 28th at theaters everywhere.
Theaters everywhere. They don't say that anymore.
No, they say this is out now on your computer or your phone.
Look at it now. It's in your pocket. You don't even need to go anywhere. Yeah,
the
I was
movie's
going to
out.
say
It's out on the device that you're getting this announcement on.
they're not going to have theaters soon. It's I can make the popcorn taste like it does there now, and the movies come out right away, so I'm not worried.
I still love to go to the theater, and we do go, and we live now like 4 blocks away from the independent theater, the local one,
nice.
which is cool.
Yeah.
But if my house had a really comfortable recliner, I think I could flip pretty easily.
Yeah. The couch is pretty comfy. For Christmas, I got the little hand crank whirly pop, so I can cook it on the stove, and I can mix it with the Flavacol, and it tastes just like the movie theater. It's not any different. It's amazing.
Nice.
I'm never leaving the house. If I can help
why
it.
would you? Movie Life Crisis, season 6, 1996 movies. Episode 2, Nutty Professor. We just did Twister to start off the 1996 season, and now we're back with Nutty Professor. I realized, I try when we do the first episode of the season, I try to go explain what we're doing to people. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? We're 2 old white guys talking about movies, but I also like some of the goofy shit we're doing. I'm like, we've never once. First of all, not one time did we say our names in that episode. I know that everyone listening is not brand new, but the guy with the deep voice and no mustache is Jeff, and the other guy is me, JT.
Deep voice? I have a deep voice?
Compared to me.
Yeah.
Will you stand for what you believe? Dude, we've been listening to, I got Wolf watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series.
Yes.
And then I showed him a little bit of the Ninja Turtles movie, and so he'll just ask for it in the car, like TURTLE power. And he's trying to learn all the words.
Oh, those poor Patreon people that heard us rap that.
I know. Available on Patreon, by the way, if you want to support the arts.
Why did we stop doing that? Why did we stop recording versions of songs from the movies?
Because it's easier to do movie episodes. We can barely keep up with that.
No. Oh, man.
Yeah. And also, someone on TikTok said this about, I said Bill Pullman's name so many times for Bill Paxton for Twister. I couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
I messed it up so many times. I apologize.
I only caught you once. Who cares?
I can't get it
Everybody
right.
knows what we're talking about.
I can't do it. Anyway, Nutty Professor. I was thinking when I did my notes that if it were not for the 2 dinner scenes, this movie would be horrible to me. Because those were so far and away my favorite parts that they lifted the rest of it.
All right. So I think we all know I love Eddie Murphy. I really like testosterone-filled, brash, speed-talking Eddie Murphy a lot.
Buddy love.
That's what everybody likes. But man, the whole time I was like, man, JT's going to get in here and be like, that was the best movie. Oh my God, I was crying the whole time. And I was too, but it was for a completely different reason. I was like, God, were they all just fart jokes? I didn't remember. I didn't.
My children
about it. Loved it.
I was going to say, dude, if you know your audience,
but they're 8 and 13.
Yes, fart jokes is, I'm going to clear my colon right now. Also, this came out when I was a sophomore and junior in high school, and we loved the fart jokes too. All of those dinner scenes, we were quoting, we're just shoving each other and giggling and just I dropped this in the crack of your ass, Clarence.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
I can't believe, and dude, the outtakes were from that scene.
I know.
That was if they left the outtakes off, I probably would have lowered the score even more. But since the outtakes were on there,
The funny thing is that
stuff.
Jerry Lewis, who was obviously was in the original version of this from the 60s, he was one of the producers of this one, and they offered him a cameo, and he said no because he was like, "This movie's just fart jokes."
Smart man.
I was like,
Smart man. He's not executive producer though. He was there.
Yeah, he's not wrong. It was a lot of fart jokes, but yeah, dude. Give us
shocked. I didn't remember.
Give us the synopsis.
A lovable professor invents a weight loss serum, then accidentally unleashes his swaggering alter ego, Stefan Urkel, who is way worse than the problem he was trying to fix.
The weird thing is that I was watching this and I was just thinking the whole time about Ozempic. Because I was
literally, because Jake was like, "So wait, he makes a weight loss drink or what? What is this?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, he's working on Ozempic." And he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Not really, but really, that's what it is."
Yeah, pretty much. It takes a little bit longer. In the movie, it's instantaneous. You just drink a little thing and then boom, you're skinny. But the side effects are kind of similar, seems like.
Yeah, except no Ozempic face and just is super angry. The whole time he was getting dressed in the very beginning, I was like, well, like sitting next to the kids, I'm like, well, there's Dad getting dressed on screen. Everybody could see. And then they show the screen, one of the old computers, and it says 5'10", 400 pounds. And Jake's like, no, Dad, you're taller than that. And you're not that fat yet. I'm like, all right, thanks, son. Appreciate it.
Did you
not that fat yet?
I was going to say, did you also say that when he was jogging up the steps and his titties were flapping all over the place?
I like that part. And when he's doing the jazzercise thing and they're just going crazy, I love it.
Me too, man.
You're a genius.
Rick Baker. They said that Rick Baker is the freaking makeup guy who's obviously we know from Star Wars and stuff. The fat suit was not only the normal whatever fat suit, like stretchy rubbery material, but they had actually filled it with water and stuff so that it was like a lifelike jiggling when he was running and jazzercising.
Yeah, so it would jiggle.
Yeah, this is genius.
You gotta have it jiggle. Oh, that's freaking great. Oh man, good job, Rick.
$54 million budget for this movie, $274 million gross. It's the sixth biggest movie of 1996, between The Birdcage and Ransom.
I mean, I don't have $54 million I could drop on this so we can make a fart joke movie. But I know Eddie Murphy's doing a lot of heavy lifting with his name, but I'm saying it's a lot of money to make off of fart jokes.
Dude, I think this is strictly a testament to what the draw of Eddie Murphy is at this point in time.
Yeah.
It's like, because I got in my characters Eddie Murphy. Like because my favorite parts of the movie is when he's playing 5 characters.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. They also try this again with Norbit and freaking Bowfinger and and it doesn't work as well as it does for Nutty Professor.
No, because it's not.
They're
not as good. But dude, he doesn't. We did Coming to America on Patreon, and he does it there, and it's freaking genius.
Yeah,
like the freaking barbershop guys. God, it's great.
Him and Arsenio going back and forth.
Him and Arsenio.
Yeah. Dude, $274 million is a lot of money for the type of movie this is. I feel like.
I mean, it was not that far off the number one spot, which I think is Independence Day. Like Independence Day made like 300. Like we're real close to this being the biggest movie of the year. It's crazy.
That is nuts. I guess a summer blockbuster movie, and that's what they're going for. It's out in the summer.
I don't know, man. No idea. But they did the damn thing. And I saw that was that Academy Award for Rick Baker.
Yeah. Oscar at the Academy Awards, Best Makeup. Rick Baker, man, and David Anderson. It got a nod from the Golden Globes for Best Actor, but it won Best Makeup, and it should have. I thought the fat suit looked good. Like
I thought it looked great.
I know it's a fat suit. We all know it's Eddie Murphy, but like. It was real. Like even the hands, every once in a while, I'd be like, "Oh, you could tell he's got something on." But dang, sometimes I'm like, Wow.
The scene when he's doing all the acupuncture and the guy's like, "You still thinking about food?" And he's like, "Mm-hmm." And he's put more needles in there. I was like, I can't tell at all that that's not actually Eddie Murphy, except I just know that Eddie Murphy's ripped.
The part that he's at the end when he's got like the one diabetic hand and he's like beating himself up and they're fighting and it's like half him and half Sherman, half Buddy Love. Dude, I liked that. Was awesome. His big fat hand around the neck. That was great. He did a great job. So yeah, won it for makeup. What about sequels? Did you do you remember number 2?
I remember number 2. Number 2 had Janet Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Snap! Now I remember it. I was trying to tell the kids that they made another one because they're still cackling because people are farting the whole time through the credits and they're still laughing. And I'm like, oh yeah, they make a second one, but I don't really remember it.
Larry Miller's back for the second one. Janet Jackson is the love interest. He's got his freaking dog. He's got that basset hound.
If you need to film a douche, yes, dude, it's for reals. If you need a dean and you need him to be a smug jerk and you don't get Larry Miller, you're missing it.
I was trying to think like how many times has Larry Miller played the dean of something where he's just as a dick. He's so good at that. I love him.
Hurts when they poke you like that, doesn't it?
Oh man!
But so there's a sequel.
This is based on
Professor 2,
this is based on a Jerry Lewis movie that came out in 1963. There's a sequel to this, Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember seeing this for the first time?
No, I remember watching it on DVD at random people's houses and everybody just yelling Hercules, Hercules, and like quoting the scene that you were talking about. But no, I don't remember. I didn't see this in the theater.
I don't know why everyone at our high school quoted Hercules, but it got a lot of run.
Because it's hilarious. Jake, as soon as they said it, Jake goes, "Wait a second, that's what that's from?" Like, yeah, dude, Hercules, Hercules, Sherman.
And you do the clap. Oh, he's so strong.
Yeah, you got to do the clap. And the whole time she's clapping too, he's like pushing the boobs together on purpose to clap. He's great. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's
but no,
great.
Did you see it in the theater?
I did. I can't remember. I feel like I probably would have, but I know I owned it on DVD.
I still own it on DVD. I have the two disc set where it's just the one snap case, but it's got 2 discs in it, and it's got both of them in there. So I know I've seen the second one, and it wasn't until you said Janet Jackson that I really remembered it. But yeah, that's the. I don't remember where I didn't see it in the theater. Where'd you rate it?
I mean, I kind of already said it, dude. Just the family dinner scenes saved the whole movie for me. They're so much better than the stuff around it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's 90 minutes. It's a tight 90 minutes. It's got a great soundtrack.
Yeah, it was fast. Yeah.
Really good cast. But I gave it a 6 out of 10. 6 Jimmy Dogs.
Nice.
Yeah, the family dinner scenes I would give a 9, but there was a lot of other movie there that was kind of weird.
There was other stuff that wasn't the movie. Dude, as much as I love Chappelle and as much as I love Eddie Murphy, even those scenes, I was just like, what the hell is going on? Can we go back to the dinner scene? Like I was shocked at how much I didn't like the rest of the movie. I gave it a 5.5.
Nice.
Because it was funny, but not like I remember. And I don't think I like fart jokes as much. Now, are farts funny? 100%.
Yeah. Dude, I really liked all the Chappelle stuff because I had forgotten how many of the quotes I used to say came from that bit. Like all the your mama jokes is like, I don't know whether to smile or kick a field goal.
Dude, that I remember hearing incessantly. Anybody
and even like that women be shopping. Like I didn't like. I still hear comedians make fun of that. That's like the we're making fun of how bad comics do. Like that's
they're
straight up from this movie.
Trope. Yeah. And dude, the teeth that Chappelle had in were ridiculous.
Dude,
Ridiculous.
Those are the Strahan originals.
He and having his t-shirt tucked into the underwear and the underwear pulled up extra high and the pants sagging super low and him just being over the top. I don't know, dude. It was ridiculous. All of it was ridiculous. It's
completely ridiculous.
I know it's a movie and that's what they were going for, but golly, at some point, and my kids dying laughing. Never heard any of these jokes before. Just cackling.
Even the opening, dude, the credits, all of the freaking hamsters escape and they're running all over the campus. There's like 9 million of them. One of them gets launched into a lady's mouth. Like that's, I kind of think that happened in the Jerry Lewis original because I did see that as a kid, but I don't remember it.
I didn't like the guinea pig thing in the beginning, and Cece absolutely loved it. She was like, it got shot out of the blower and it went into her sandwich. Oh man. I'm like, all right, I guess, but
credit to Eddie Murphy, Tom Shadyac, and everybody involved for knowing exactly what'll make an 8-year-old crack up.
Yeah. Killed it. She was just like, I can't believe somebody made this. They made 2 of them. Oh my God. I can't wait to watch the second one. I'm like, all right, cool.
All right. We unfortunately
for education.
We are in very near agreement again. We never talk about this before we're live on the mics.
Yeah, we make a point not to, because sometimes I'll forget and I'll be like, dude, can you believe me? You're like, wait, save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we can't be wasting a good surprise on you. Let's do it all on wax.
Oh man.
Top 3 scenes. My first one is an easy, the first family dinner scene.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
You can't listen, and you listener should do this. You can go on YouTube and watch just the family dinner scenes, and they are delightful.
Yeah, it's like we always talk about for SNL. You don't have to sit through the whole thing now. Just the parts that people say are funny.
Like there was shit that I was remembering that was cracking me up. Like, I'll cleanse my colon right now. It's like you'll walk over, but you'll limp back. Come on,
you limp back. I ain't no easy.
Let me just get my gun, put this old bird out of a misery. Come on, Clarence. But then there was shit that I'd totally forgotten that killed me. Like Mike Douglas used to make me moist.
Dude, I definitely remember that because as soon as they said that, I bust out laughing. And of course, Cece's like, what does he mean moist? I was like, all right. Dude, I'm telling you, that's the part. It's like, he's the only white man that ever did that to me, Mike Douglas. That's right. Dude, that's one of my quotes. I put that shit in there because it was hilarious.
Oh my God, the granny dude was killing me
because she just kept going. Like her story, it's all right to have relations. I mean, that's sometimes you gonna get somebody bring you some flowers, show me a nice time. I'm gonna have relations on, dude.
That's the second family dinner. I got that in my scenes as well,
dude. That's because those. You're right. That's what I had that one, and I put that wasn't my first one, but I did have that one. And I put that this is the movie's comedic engine. This is what keeps the funniness going. If they don't keep going back to that, people are turning it off.
No doubt.
The first one that I actually had is when Buddy Love first shows up and he's just running around yelling how thin he is and he wants spandex and he's like looking down and he's like, I can see my dick. And he's like, my dick. And he's just dancing around. And I was like, some of those jokes, I was just like, come on, man, it's too much. But it was like a montage of all these different things that he's always wanted to do. Yeah. And I threw that in there because you can see it's the fast talk Eddie Murphy that everybody's going to like. I
liked that bit because I just assumed that most of that section was improvised.
Yeah. They just let him go. Yeah.
Like there were 4 writers on this movie, but I feel sure there was big chunks, like maybe everything Buddy Love said and everything that the family did at the dinner table was like, Eddie, go.
Just ready, go. Yeah. So here's my question. Do you remember that when he first shows up, that they say the testosterone is going to be high?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that part until afterwards. So when he first shows up, he's doing all the spandex stuff, but then he's kind of a douche. And I was like, why is he being a jerk again? I don't remember that part. And then they say the testosterone is also high.
They don't say it. I don't think they say it initially. They just say it because nobody's there when it happens at first. And then they start like running the tests and it's like all this. Yes. Testosterone's off the charts. I like that. I appreciate about this movie that they just basically say like, if you have a lot of testosterone, you probably are a terrible person. Because I agree.
Dude, the fact that he is just crass and just trying to like stick it in whatever, and it's just constantly. That's. I feel like Eddie Murphy probably did make a lot of that Buddy Love stuff up, because he is just
dude,
talking.
Well, I mean, the people who wrote this movie, it's like it's two writers from SNL who wrote Coming to America and other stuff for Eddie Murphy. It's Tom Shadyac, who's a director, who's like was writing for Bob Hope when he was in his 20s, and it's a guy, Steve Odenkirk, who's written a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
That said, if you're writing a comedy for Eddie Murphy, like, why am I going to waste time typing shit out on my stupid little computer when I got Eddie Murphy right there?
Right. You're just gonna you're giving him an outline.
Like, I'm just going to type in brackets. Buddy Love is very excited to be skinny, and let him let him cook.
Right. I got a feeling that when he has to play 5 different people at a dinner table, you have to set up something, but most of that is just him going to town.
Well, dude, I went to go look that up because obviously it's all green screen, or I guess blue screen at that point in time. But I was like, how did they shoot that? I couldn't find any like featurettes or anything, but I did find an article where it talked about they would just, obviously he played everyone at the dinner table except the little kid.
The little kid, yeah.
And Jada Pinkett Smith when she's there at the second dinner table. And he would just do one at a time, but he would have an earpiece in with audio from the other characters that he had done, and then he would just react to that. So he had to do each one of them more than once. So it must have taken like weeks to do that.
That's awesome. Totally worth it. Do it again.
Totally worth it. Give me the whole movie of that.
Why couldn't you have a 30-minute the Clumps at Christmas or something, and just have them go back and forth at each other?
I know.
Just letting Eddie Murphy wild.
It was the freaking best. My non-dinner scene that I picked was Buddy Love, Dave Chappelle, only because the stuff they were saying, like the your mama jokes and his freaking boxers pulled up over his t-shirt and his teeth, and them women be shopping, and like just making jokes about the white guy's got a tiny pecker, like all of the like insult comic trope shit and the your mama jokes.
Oh,
and I was
Jesus,
like, God, this is
I don't
cracking.
know why it just made me laugh when you said pecker.
Dude, like the whole thing was such a perfect stereotype of shitty comedy, and I kind of loved it. Also, I completely forgot that Montel Jordan was in there performing This Is How We Do It live in the club.
Yeah, as soon as Cece heard that, she's like, "Oh, this is a good movie." I was like, "Oh, this is what makes it good."
Well, I mean,
man.
You want to talk about the Russell Simmons connection?
Yeah. I don't know the Russell Simmons connection. What is the
Russell Simmons of Def Jam was one of the producers of this movie because he was the one who pitched the idea that they redo it with a black lead.
Oh, nice.
So that's why he's credited as one of the producers of this movie, because he was the guy. I guess I don't know if he told Jerry Lewis or told someone who knew Jerry Lewis, but Brian Grazer and Russell Simmons are producers, and Russell Simmons, who's Def Jam Records, is like, you should do Nutty Professor with a black guy.
I saw that the producer was Brian Grazer. We talked about him in a few movies so far. Yeah, he's awesome. I didn't know the Russell Simmons connection. That's cool.
Yeah, and so the soundtrack comes out on Def Jam and like tops the R&B charts and goes platinum. So
yeah, dude, you heard last night the As Yet song.
Yeah,
it's Babyface and our boy Merv, huh?
Yeah,
didn't Merv write that one with him? Oh, did that who did that? I think he was produced that one. Isn't that what he said in the thing? Isn't As Yet the that's
producers Babyface, Mervyn Warren.
Yeah,
shout out friend of the podcast, Mervyn Warren, who we had on for Sister Act 2. Yeah. Babyface wrote it, but Mervyn Warren and Babyface produced it.
He produced it. Yeah. I remember when he said something about Mark Nelson, and that's when we talked about. Dude, that's freaking great. Yeah, the soundtrack's actually kind of good.
Dude, the soundtrack's great.
Got that Monica song. I didn't have the soundtrack. Biggin had it. I remember just Eddie Murphy in the fat suit smiling on the cover.
Yes.
But I didn't have it.
What's your next? My third scene is the other dinner scene. What's your next one?
Yeah, I had Buddy Love. I had the family dinner scene, that the first one. I didn't put the second one because I wanted to put the roast on there when he goes back as Buddy Love and starts roasting Chappelle back.
Yeah, that's the one that I had.
I don't know whether to smile or kick a field goal and all of that. The only thing I didn't remember is when he was like over the top laughing, where he's like falling over the back of the booth. That was weird.
I didn't remember him going up on stage and fist fighting the comedian and Dave Chappelle doing the freaking.
Dude, you saw who he's named at. So Chappelle's name in the movie is Reggie
something.
Warrington.
Reggie
Warrington. And he's named after Reginald and Warrington Hudlin, the people who worked on Boomerang.
Yeah.
They were the brothers that directed Boomerang. So they threw them in there too. That dude, I don't remember him fighting either and throwing him in the piano and doing all that, but
yeah. I might have just fired up the DVD, gone to the family dinner scenes, and then pieced out of this movie once I owned it. I don't remember, but yeah, I got that scene. The second dinner scene as well. That's the one where he brings over Jada Pinkett, I guess at this point in time.
Yeah,
it's like, you and Sherman having relations. I love to have relations. When I used to go out to a movie with a man. We have nice dinner, have a nice time, come back home, have relations. I even have relations with myself.
Dude, the whole time that, and then when he's playing Sherman and he's got the knife up to his wrists and he's holding the knife and he's staring at all of them, trying to get him to shut up, but they won't. It's freaking great. And then the brother that's sitting next to him wearing the hoodie. Did you see in the outtakes at the end that Jada Pinkett cannot even control herself because she's like, you should hear the stuff Eddie's telling me over here in my ear. I can't. I'm not. And she's laughing and ruining every take. Dude, there's no way I could work with Eddie Murphy. I would break every time.
There's no chance. That's
every time.
I mean, I didn't go too deep into Jada Pinkett's filmography, but I have to imagine that's one of the tougher things she's ever had to do is sit at the dinner table while 5 Eddie Murphys crack jokes for like 3 weeks. Also, honest to God, this is the first time in my life, 1996, 15 or 16 years old, that I ever heard someone use the term relations, and I've never forgotten it.
Oh, having relations. I don't know if it's because I just watched it.
I even have relations with myself.
And then the brother turns around. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know if it's because I had just watched this, but I'm doing this thing about the history of geographical history of American music. And when I played Al Green, I was like, yeah, you turn down the lights a little bit, get a glass of wine. Maybe it leads to some relations you never even know. And none of the kids laugh. So maybe they don't know what relations means either.
I do. Maybe it's just a funny way to talk about having sex. I don't know. But, dude, the freaking Eddie Murphy as the dad's talking to Jada Pinkett. Chicago, I was working on a skyscraper in Chicago. Wind came, blew my sandwich off a building. And the granny's like, yo, I fat ass will remember how a sandwich getting blown. All of that, I wish I could do it better justice, but I cannot. And it's on YouTube, and you should watch those 2 scenes.
Yeah, those 2 scenes with the outtakes is totally worth it.
All right. Well, let's do quotes. What's your first quote?
Hercules. Dude, there's no way I didn't say that 1,000 times.
Yeah, same.
And the kid's got his arms up.
Dude, it's just freaking chubby arms. He's the only one at the table not played by Eddie Murphy. I had his name a second ago. What's his Jamal something? Jamal Mixon. And Eddie Murphy's mom just clapping. Hercules. Yo, you're so strong, baby.
He does a great job acting like her. Like,
yes.
I know it's Eddie Murphy because I know it's Eddie Murphy, but I don't know that my kids understood that was Eddie Murphy. Jake probably did, but Cece might have not known that was all the same person. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's how good the makeup
the dad and the brother, you can tell are Eddie Murphy, but the mom and the grandmother, the makeup is so good and his acting is so good. I'm like squinting. I'm like, I know it's Eddie Murphy, but I can't see him in there.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's really good makeup.
Yeah, that's my first scene as well. I mean, my first quote. My second one is the one we just talked about, is the granny saying, y'all having relations? Because that shit never didn't make me laugh.
I didn't put relations in there. I should have, though, because I definitely said that recently. Yeah, my second was I don't know whether to smile or kick a field goal. We said that one too. Because, dude, anybody with a gap tooth got that from people for at least a couple of years after this movie came out. I feel bad. I feel bad for people that can't fix that because they definitely heard it. I actually have 4 on mine. I just realized I put 4. I wrote down 4 when I did it.
My third quote is again from the family dinner scene.
You froze
again
up,
from the grandma. I can't, dude. She killed me. Claire, she's holding the butter knife. Clarence, I dropped this in the crack of your ass. I used to say that all the time, and I don't even know why. All right, dude. Wait. So hit me with your third quote.
Oh yeah, third quote is the Mike Douglas is the only white man that ever made me moist.
I don't know. I was not, dude. I wasn't ready for that one, and it friggin' I've laughed out loud
when he's like, when I watched his show, I admitted I got moist when I watched his show. Only white man ever did that to me was Mike Douglas. That's some comedy right there because Mike Douglas doesn't do that to anybody ever. So that's fantastic.
I also liked, it wasn't funny, but I just liked that they were talking about, because I remember this being a big topic of conversation in the 90s was like Oprah's weight. Like you just be sitting around the table and people like grown-ups would be talking about Oprah's weight. Did she gain weight or lose weight? And I love that they had that as part of the dinner scene.
Yeah.
And Luther Vandross too. I remember Skinny Luther kind of tripping me up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like Skinny Luther. I had that conversation not that long ago either. I'm a fat Luther kind of guy. I like big Luther. But dude, you're right. Oprah, poor Oprah. I mean, I know she's drying her eyes with 50s, wiping up her tears, but I'm saying like poor Oprah, everybody was literally just, oh, she lost weight. How'd she do that? Oh, she cut back on this and exercise? No, she didn't. Just like, I mean, it's the same thing that people are going through now with Ozempic. Like,
yeah.
What's her name? All about the bass? She's not all about the bass anymore. She's friggin', it's just 2 like butter knives sticking out the bottom of her skirt now. It's freaking gross. I don't.
Just got to run around in the shower to get wet. I don't care if people are fat or skinny and whether they have to take drugs to do it or whatever. Yeah. I do like how all of the body positivity Hollywood people, as soon as there was a drug they could take that made them skinny, abandoned that immediately and said, fuck all that. And then deleted all the pictures off their Instagram where they were chubby and now have only skinny Ozempic face pictures. It's like, do you? I don't,
whatever. They want. Yeah, whatever they want.
I'm here in the regular world where some people are fat, some people are skinny. It's fine.
It takes all kinds of people. Don't you understand? Some of us is fat, some of us is little. Dude, I did have a 4th quote. Mine was from Cletus, where he's at the ball at the end.
Yes.
And he's picking up the finger foods and he's complaining to the wife about how there's not enough. How am I supposed to get full off of this? This ain't enough food. Look how tiny this is. Oh, the finger foods, and I love them. Finger foods, I got a finger for them. And dude, every time I go someplace that has finger foods and I'll ask Kat, I'm like, hey, what kind of stuff they're going to have to eat there? And she's like, I don't know, finger foods, I got a finger for them. And every time she's just like, that's really great. Good job. So yeah,
this is a real, I'm glad you picked that. And that's a real issue because I also don't like when we go somewhere and it's in the dinner time window and somebody will say like in the text message or they'll tell Winnie like, yeah, we'll have some food. And I'm like, let's be specific. What the fuck is some food? Like if you got like a bowl of almonds, I need to know that.
No.
Because I'm going to have something before I come over.
No, it's 2 pieces of white bread with some cucumbers in the middle. It's the cucumber sandwich. It goes great with the tea that they're serving.
I want to have a menu.
Even if they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be hors d'oeuvres, but it's heavy hors d'oeuvres. Even that is sometimes sketchy. And I'm always like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I'll just bring my special recipe spinach and artichoke dip, or instead of spinach, I use sausage, and instead of artichoke, I use cheese.
Man, that stuff is still delicious.
It'll help you cleanse your colon for sure.
It'll help you do something down there.
Who's your first character?
My first character is the Clump family, played by Eddie Murphy.
Man, the freaking Eddie Murphy.
I didn't. So like I put,
he played 7 characters in this movie.
Right. And I don't, of all the characters he plays, I like the shy, chubby Sherman Clump character the best.
Yes.
But Buddy Love is a close second, and I didn't know which one to put, so I just put both of them. Dude, confidence without empathy that he doesn't care about anybody's feelings. He's super manic. He's a narcissist. It's fantastic. That's
also,
he plays it so
I'm being
well.
real, man. Eddie Murphy has never won an award for acting, and I'm not saying that like he's been snubbed, but if you watch the Clump dinner scene, you can't tell it's him.
Yeah.
That's some good acting.
Yeah,
he's being hilarious, and he's playing his grandmother and his mother and himself and his dad and his brother. That shit is
it's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
The Richard Simmons I don't like that much, but all the rest of them are fine.
Yeah, they didn't name him Richard Simmons, but they I didn't
No.
What why I guess that needed to be to keep him like trying to lose weight kind of guy that he always watched that. But yeah, I didn't like that guy either. I didn't like that guy either.
But dude, we've done this before with Eddie Murphy, but I think it's worth doing again because I think we did it on Patreon when we did Coming to America. And also it's absolutely astounding. So Eddie Murphy's born in 1961.
Yeah.
He's on SNL in 1980. He's 19.
Yeah.
By the time he's 23, he's done 4 seasons of SNL, 48 Hours, Trading Places, and Beverly Hills Cop.
Man.
He's also done his first stand-up special, Delirious, by then.
Yeah.
Then he does his second special, Eddie Murphy Raw. He does it at Madison Square Garden. And because of how good Delirious was and how famous Eddie Murphy was, they released Raw theatrically, and it grossed $50 million,
Jeez.
making it the 26th biggest movie of 1987. Like, it's right behind Spaceballs, and it's ahead of like Princess Bride, Adventures in Babysitting, Wall Street, Hoosiers.
Man.
He's 26 by then. He still hasn't done, at that point, Coming to America, Boomerang, Nutty Professors, Shrek, Mulan, any of the shit, I Spy.
Yeah.
He's still got like a whole career left that most people would be thrilled with.
Yeah. He, he did make some stinkers too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He definitely did. But I'm saying, like, by 23, the amount of stuff he got accomplished is mind blowing.
Yeah. He's super
like
funny.
he's one of the best SNL performers ever by age 23. And he's done 48 Hours, Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, and Delirious.
That's crazy.
But and that's why even still, when you look at Eddie Murphy and you're like, oh, dude, he's like in his early 30s when he did this. It's like, he's always so much younger than you think he is.
Yeah.
Because he was famous when he was a teenager.
Right. Yeah. God.
Who's your second character?
My second character is Dean Richmond, played by Larry Miller, because he is the perfect, just institutional coward. He kills it. I'm telling you, if you need a Dean and he needs to be a smug jerk or a dad that needs to make sure his teenager knows what it feels like to be pregnant before she goes out, you need Larry Miller. He's great.
I know what they're doing out there. Don't think I don't know. I know what's dope, what's whack, what's straight up booty. I can't wait. I think 10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite performance of his, but dude, every time I see Larry Miller, I'm like, Larry Miller, hell yes, I love that guy.
God, he's super funny. I don't, he doesn't play the same person in every movie, but he plays the same type of guy, and I like that. There was one.
And this is the second movie that we've done where he's a dean, because he was the dean in Necessary Roughness.
Necessary Roughness, yeah. What's
he's also a dean last year in a television movie, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, with Kirk Cameron.
Nice.
Which we did not do.
We skipped that one.
And I'm looking at, if you look at his roles, like
they're all like principals
dean, professor,
deans,
chief.
Yeah.
Dean, mayor, state judge, IRS inspector, reverend.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm just going, I'm not skipping anything. I'm going straight down.
What did he played like a reverend or a minister or something in the movie with Jason Lee. Remember where She's like, come on, we need to find my underwear. He's like, can I just mail them to you? She's like, yes, please. They're my only pair. What movie was that? Where he's going to marry Selma Blair, but instead he likes Julia Stiles. And it's
A guy thing.
A guy thing. He's in that, and he's like the minister. And he's hilarious in that.
Yeah, Minister Ferris.
Yeah, minister. Freaking funny.
He made my bonus characters because I put Eddie Murphy in there twice. But yes, I love Larry Miller.
I like some Larry Miller. So who's your other character? That's not Eddie.
My second one was Jada Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett. Yeah.
I thought she's really good. She's in a lot of this movie, and it doesn't make any sense for her to be attracted to 400-pound Professor Clump,
right?
But then also want to fuck Buddy Love, but then tell Professor Clump about it. Like the character's written makes no sense, but I thought she was really believable, and like she kind of like glues the whole thing together.
Yeah,
and yeah, I wanted to recognize that. Also, she turned down another movie that her new boyfriend Will Smith had asked her to do, Independence Day, because she was booked to do this.
Oh, that's
so one way or another, she was going to be in one of the biggest movies of this year.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. I didn't know she was going to be in that. She's in a few movies this year. She's in Set It Off too. I don't know if we're going to do that one yet. We haven't decided, but
it's in the maybe pile.
Yeah, it's in the maybe pile. She was also in a around this time. I don't know if it was before or after this. She was in a Tales from the Crypt movie that I used to really like, and I don't know why I liked it because it was weird. But it was good. It was I don't know, something about blood or something. I don't know. It was good though. It was a Tales from the Crypt movie. There was only a couple of those that came out in the 90s, but she was in it. Is she cray cray?
Yes.
There's so many people that keep talking about how crazy she is, and I don't.
I just like. I don't know, man. I heard a podcast with Gwyneth Paltrow talking to.
She's kind of cray too.
And like, dude, she seems very sweet, but also like every third thing she said, I was like, why did the host just laugh and say like, that's so true? And I was like, that shit is absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah.
I just think if you're that famous and all of your friends are that famous, you're probably always going to be how could you not be crazy? There's no one in your life to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Nobody's going to stop her from taking her. What was the thing that Gwyneth Paltrow had? She had like a candle that said it smelled like her JJ. Like,
yes.
I don't like who thought that was a good idea and greenlit that?
And Gwyneth Paltrow said in this conversation with Amy Poehler like 3 times, she was like, I was just in there doing the research about bone broth and stuff. I was like, bitch, you were not typing bone broth into Google is not doing research. You can't, that's not how research works.
That is not how research works.
I mean, I know that's what everyone thinks. Like, I did my research, give me the ivermectin. Yeah. But like, that's not what research is. We should stop saying that. Yeah, that
is different. She knows a lot of stuff though, because you could take this jade egg and also stick it. There's a lot of stuff with her vagina.
She's made lots of money selling things that have to do with her vagina, and power to her. I guess I'm not mad at her. She seems very sweet, but I'm just like, your parents were famous. You grew up famous. You've been famous for a long time.
Yeah.
How could you not be weird? You know what I mean? Like, I know plenty of people who are almost as weird, and just because they're dumb. Like that famous people have there's no guardrails because no one's gonna be like, you can't say that out loud to people.
Yeah, because everybody's just
Yes, but but she's very good in this movie. Jada Pinkett. Shout out.
Yeah, I had her too. That was my third person. Was Jada Pinkett Smith.
Nice,
because Eddie Murphy would have filled up the whole thing.
Yeah, dude. 7 characters, and at least 5 of them I thought were really good.
Yeah.
Writer, directors.
Yeah, the director, Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego.
and Abednego. So the director's Tom Shadyac, who was also one of the writers. We talked about him before. He was the youngest ever joke writer for Bob Hope in his 20s, and his first time directing was Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Yeah.
He's working with Jim Carrey. Yeah. He partners with Jim Carrey in a lot of stuff. Like he does.
Didn't he do Liar, Liar?
The first Ace Ventura, then he does this movie, but then he does Liar, Liar.
Yeah.
He does Bruce Almighty. He does Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
He does Patch Adams.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I remember
a bunch
that
of
one.
comedies from the like 90s and 2000s that he did or stuff, movies that I really like, that I
Yeah.
watched a ton.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He did.
Yeah.
I pulled up his thing just now, and it says he was a student on Magnum PI. I love Magnum PI. I wish that could make a movie about that instead of just really bad TV remakes.
in his acting days. Well, they rebooted it.
Yeah, I know it's not good.
No,
Not for
of course
me.
it's not.
Excuse me, not for me. Some people probably
Yeah.
really like it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not about it. Yeah, dude, he kills it in the '90s for comedies.
And then he's one of the credited writers. Steve Odekirk is another credited writer. He wrote the Ace Ventura sequel, which we did not do last year. He also directed that sequel, but he also wrote Bruce Almighty and Nothing to Lose. Remember Nothing to Lose?
I do remember Nothing to Lose.
Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence.
That's what I told a bitch. I mean, that's what I told a bitch. Dude, when he's like, yo, man, there's a spider on your head. Hey, look, I'm not down with the lingo. Okay. I don't know what that means. And he gets out and he's like trying to get the spider off and lights his shoes on fire because he steps on the matches. And he puts his feet out, and the next scene, they walk into this place, and his feet are still smoking. And the guy behind the counter is like, "You must be fast, dude." Burned into my. I'll never ever forget that, dude. It's so.
There's
good.
like 3 or 4 Martin Lawrence movies from the late 90s that probably aren't that good and probably didn't make that much money that I cannot wait to talk
dude,
about.
It's just
like
tell those guys you
like
have a large
Blue
cat in your
Streak.
pants.
Blue Streak is my jam. You said, sometimes you got to feel a little speed to your ride. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's ugly and he can't read good.
He said I was ugly and I can't read good.
Hey, that's Chappelle, isn't it? That does that part.
Also Chappelle.
Yeah, Chappelle. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. And then the other two writers for this are Barry Blaustein and David Sheffield, who are SNL an SNL writing team who wrote Coming to America and like a bunch of stuff for Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy stuff. Yeah, I remember.
And then
guys.
obviously they said that Eddie Murphy improvised a bunch, so that's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. But maybe why this movie is not as funny as it probably could be.
Right? Yeah, you just have the one person. Maybe they should have brought in Joss Whedon to punch up some of the jokes and have him.
They made $274 million. I think they're probably fine with it.
Yeah, they're fine. We should definitely mention Rick Baker one more again because.
Yeah, wait, real quick on Tom Shadyac because I was trying to figure out. I'm like, what? I'm like, what was he doing? He did a bunch of movies and he kind of took a break and like, And then I'd forgotten this, but we did it when we talked about Ace Ventura. He like got in a car wreck and like had some kind of like mild brain damage and had like
a
post-concussion syndrome and then stopped and now has like become this like guy who is searching for the meaning of life. Like made a documentary called I Am where he talked to a bunch of religious people about like the meaning of life and I think the last thing I saw that he was doing was teaching film at the University of Memphis. I was like, oh shit, that dude's like not that far away.
Nice.
But I don't think he's teaching at the moment, but he was teaching as of a couple of years ago.
That's awesome.
Interesting pivot for him.
Yeah, I like how he just changed his whole thing. That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, get people some Rick Baker. No relation to Anita.
No, but you, Anita, some Rick Baker on your movies because he kills it. Think about a movie in the 90s that has like aliens or monsters. And you liked it. He probably did it. A bunch of those Batman's
doesn't matter.
Movies.
Dude, Thriller.
Like
Harry
Thriller is
Henderson's.
what I remember him from.
Yeah.
But we talked about that last time. Captain EO and freaking Coming to America and Gremlins and The Rocketeer and Men in Black, Nutty Professor, The Batmans.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Star Wars. He's a second unit makeup person on Star Wars. So he's not like the person responsible for Star Wars, but he goes back that far.
Yeah. The newer Planet of the Apes movies, The Ring, Hellboy, Men in Black 2. He's killing it.
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West. Can't wait to
I love Wild Wild
West.
West.
Dude, I can't.
Anytime I can get that in there, I like to.
Oh, man. I like it too. I can't wait.
Let's get some shut ass.
Every time I go, it's Louisiana, so the amount of times I get to go outside and go, it is a breath of fresh ass out here. I say
a breath of fresh air.
Let's get some shut ass. Oh man, that's I love that movie. When is that? 99?
Yeah,
Oh,
somewhere
man.
like that.
We're not going to make it.
Coming up fast. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You got any more? Got any more good?
On the bottom, I mentioned the soundtrack, and I wanted to also mention James Coburn. I like that guy. He plays.
Yeah.
He didn't play like the tough guy. It's too much in this. He didn't have to, but like I like that guy. He plays like he. I knew it was James Coburn, but he plays it so well. Like I thought he did a good job. So I wanted to throw that out.
It wasn't that big of a part. He was the donor,
The wealthy donor,
he that was going to give him all the money.
Yeah.
What did we do him in recently? Sister Act 2.
Sister Act
Maverick.
2. He was
Maverick.
Sister Act 2 and Maverick are what I remember.
Yeah. Man, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's good. But he's
man.
He's
So
got the crooked hands because his hands are all getting old. I love that guy.
The only worst that I had was that Jerry Lewis, he was a executive producer and a consultant on both of these movies. But then he said later on in I think maybe his autobiography, that later on he said like, he's like, Eddie Murphy is great. He's like, but I wish in retrospect I hadn't done those movies because the movie that I did originally was perfect. And now I've just kind of like muddied the waters.
Right. Now it's not the same. I don't know
it kind of
why
sucks that the guy who's
you don't like lowbrow fart jokes constantly.
They made a bunch of money.
Just a bit excessive.
Fart jokes pay the bills.
Yeah. Apparently boobs and fart jokes are all about that. Dude, I have Rick Baker's thing still pulled up. Excuse me. At the very bottom, I didn't realize it. Tropic Thunder. He does makeup designer for Mr. Downey Jr. So he's the guy who makes Robert Downey Jr. look like that.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean?
What do you mean, you people? Oh, God. We're definitely not going to make it for that, but I love that movie.
No, dude. Well, I saw that I think the actual black guy in Tropic Thunder said that Downey did that movie like method when he was in character. So he was doing that shit between takes. And he was like, so when you saw me get annoyed with him on camera, that wasn't acting. I was really annoyed with him because he would never not do that the whole time we were shooting.
Oh, that's freaking great.
Yeah, it's great. I don't have any worse for. I mean, this movie's corny and there's a lot of fart jokes and there's a lot of inappropriate. It's just, I mean, the whole thing's making fun of fat people. Like, you want to risk your life to not be fat? Absolutely do that.
Yeah,
but I don't. I mean, as a fat guy, I don't care that much about that. That doesn't really hurt my feelings.
It doesn't hurt my feelings either. Body shaming isn't that big of a thing. But being around younger people at school, I know that fat shaming is a thing and body shaming is a thing. Yeah. And I know that it's out there. Does this do a better job at like fixing that? Is this teaching us a lesson that it's okay to be like that?
It's supposed to at the end. He's like, I'm just going to be the size I am. Like he's eventually makes peace with himself.
Forrest Gump.
There's a little
Jedi, I took the serum, Jenny. Lost some weight. Yeah, dude. Also the giant Sherman King Kong sequence where he farts and you can just see the waves of the gas as it comes out and people are like holding on to lamp poles.
The best part of that dream sequence where he's the King Kong size is when he reaches through the window to Jada Pinkett and then reaches past her to grab the turkey leg.
And he's like, a tiny little turkey leg because he's so huge. Yeah, dude. And like old tech, I had some stuff on there like the big 90s tubes and beakers and stuff like that. But like,
Wait, have beakers improved since the 90s?
Well, no, but I know, but like when they do it, like,
are they digital now?
No, now people are like doing the little suction thing and putting it into the little tubes. And that wasn't a thing to put into the centrifuge. Now
That's not the tube or the circle. I don't know what the hell that was.
Sometimes lightning is actually attacking the guy. Anyway, and the whole like science will solve your self-esteem. I could see how they could put all that in the political incorrectness, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm fat. Make fun of me if you want.
Yeah, dude. 5 questions. Is it okay for kids? Obviously, your kids.
My kid. I mean, it's PG-13, but I'm okay with my daughter hearing him jokingly talk about seeing his dick. But there's tons of sexual innuendos.
there are sexual innuendos, but like, are you no like preteen is gonna hear Mike Douglas is making me moist and then like understand what that joke is about.
Right,
Like it's gonna go right past them.
Yeah. She asked. She didn't.
Like, dude, my 4-year-old's watching Animaniacs, and I'm like, none of this. Half of these jokes are not for him at all. But he's not gonna know.
No.
Like he thinks it's great. He has no idea what they're laughing about.
That's because the songs are great.
The songs are freaking so good, dude. He just will sing the whole song. I don't know how he knows all the words. He doesn't understand it, but he will belt that shit.
Wait till he learns every single country.
That's why I started playing the songs. I was like, this kid's gonna know the countries and the state capitals, and it's all gonna be through Animaniacs.
Animaniacs, yeah.
Would it get made if it were pitched now? I mean, I'm ready. I think I think it's due.
Do it
I don't know if you can. Like, I don't know if politically you can make a movie where it's just like a guy drinks a drink and then gets skinny.
I think you can. It's in the news every day that they're talking about it. They're trying to bring the price down. I don't know.
Well, now it's going to come in pill form. I think Wegovy said they're going to introduce semaglutide in pill form.
Yeah, I think it is in pill form.
And the day after that, I saw a study that said that it's making people go blind. So I was like, this is great. I'm happy about this timeline.
Well,
it's all going very well.
It doesn't solve it forever, right? It just stops it while you're taking it. So as soon as you stop taking it, and if you don't change your habits at all, don't you just get fat again? I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know that we know that yet, whether or not you will regain all the weight or whether it will like help you change some habits enough so that they don't pop back up.
Nice. So it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not the blue drink. Movie or TV show? Movie for me.
Be a movie, unless it's just going to be a TV show of the Clumps.
Dude, if somebody wants to suggest a Clumps TV show and Eddie Murphy can just voice it and it's animated like the PJs, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd watch it, but I might. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. Who plays the lead?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't either, man. Because we don't have the same kind of stars, especially in comedy, as we did in the 90s, because comedies just aren't that big. So
I started thinking about like Key and Peele, though. Like Keegan-Michael Key could play a bunch of different, like on that show, they are in makeup and stuff and they look completely different. I feel like one of those guys could do it. I don't know. Like, do you have him play all the parts again? Or you're saying like put Keegan-Michael Key in a fat suit and take him out? Or you're saying like one guy plays one thing and one guy plays another thing? I think it's got to be the same dude, right? That's what.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be the real question is if you're going to do this again, are you going to reboot the Eddie Murphy version or are you going to reboot the 1963 version? Because it's really not the same movie and it's probably a lot easier to redo the Jerry Lewis version.
I think I don't want a reversion of that. And now that we've talked about the Eddie Murphy version, unless it's the dinner scene, I don't really want that redone either.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with. I'm kind of on Jerry Lewis's. Like we're good with what we got. We don't need to do anymore.
Yeah. So let's not.
Also, comedy is a great place to not reuse existing IP and just write new funny
jokes,
movies. There's funny shit happening all the time. We don't have to
everywhere. Right.
You can keep remaking Batman movies. I'm into that. But like if it's comedy, just write something else.
Yeah.
Like all my favorite comedies the last 10 years have been completely original concepts.
Yeah. Agreed.
Can you still watch and enjoy this in 2026? You can just watch the dinner scenes on YouTube.
Well, yeah,
and skip the rest.
Reiterate the fact that you could just skip the good stuff, the bad stuff, and watch the good stuff. Because his performance is undeniable. It's super duper funny.
That part is incredible. You can. This movie's not streaming anywhere that I saw, but you can rent it. YouTube, Apple TV, all those places. But just watch the dinner scenes, and if you're like, that's so funny, I got to see the rest. My kids really want to know. That's a good point. If you have kids between the age of 7 and 17, it might be worth a go. Yeah,
they're probably going to like the fart jokes, but also in addition to that, the other stuff too might I don't know. We'll see. You never know. You never know. What do we decide was next? No. Do we just
next on our calendar is Long Kiss Goodnight?
Yeah, man. I think that's what we do.
When we turn the heater on. Doesn't work. Makes a loud sound to distract you from being cold.
Listen, you got it. Hands down and the neck up.
I'm super excited. I love Shane Black and Long Kiss Goodnight and Samuel L. and Dottie.
Yeah.
And our other daughter, Samuel L.
Oh, man. I teach twins, and I call them that all the time. This is our daughter Dottie, and our other daughter Dottie's sister. Yeah, Long Kiss Goodnight. Can't wait. That's awesome.
Yeah. See you for that in
All
2
right.
weeks.
Bye,
Bye, con Dios.
That was fast.